Welcome to the Waterloo School Student News East High Edition. I'm Dallas Jones.
And I'm Jolyn Tyne.
Learning is happening not just inside of our schools, but on the outside as well. Check out how an outdoor grant is impacting Elk Run Preschool.
What did you hear?
Cracking.
Cracking? Why do you think it's crumbling up like that?
As a result of a grant that Elk Run Preschool teachers were awarded, you're going to see garden tools for children and adults to work alongside them, books purchased for each of our teachers to help them with the instruction of gardening and nature activities for small children. You're also going to be able to see the children using one of the apparatuses bought with the grant to explore leaves and pine cones and different things like that are often found in nature. Getting children active in gardening, community gardening, exploring nature, being little investigators, that's all a part of the grant, and we are just so appreciative of the Waterloo Schools Foundation for awarding us this grant. It enables us to extend our curriculum to the outdoor environment.
These days, math is a lot more than addition and subtraction. Let's learn more about Kingsley's extended math and how it works.
And octagon, I don't think we can use a rhombus either.
Today at Kingsley, the 4th grade math students, they're working with architecture to build some houses. And this is an extension of Unit 4 investigations, where they learn about angles and area.
Miss Les compacted the lesson from Unit 4 so that we could do extensions. Compacted means making the lesson shorter, but making the lesson harder.
It's more challenging, but it's rewarding.
My favorite part is probably coloring in the refrigerator and finding square units.
They work together, synergized, to decide how they wanted their house, to make blueprints, to build the house. They're making furniture, and that's the fun part, and then they'll have to find the area of each of these things for their house and their furniture.
It helps us understand different angles. It's also fun because it also takes us a little further to help us with architecture instead of just using shapes to make something really flat. It's a little more interesting when hands-on do something instead of just write things down.
The point of extensions is to make sure that no child is sitting idle, not learning anything new each day when they already know what's going on with the lesson.
I'm Ryan Daniels.
And I'm Dallas Jones.
LEGO League involves so much more than constructing things with Legos. Here's more about the Lincoln team.
Press the button. Here we go.
I enjoy the LEGO League because I know that it's not something that they're getting in the classroom. They're coding and programming and problem solving. At the same time, they're solving real world problems and hopefully making an impact on people in their community. Do you think that would fit our lunches every day? Yeah. LEGO League has 3 parts. It has the robot challenge, the project, and the core values. We visited the recycling center, and they decided that they wanted to eliminate styrofoam from our lunch trays. So they're working on finding an alternative to that.
It's just a blast working with the kids, watching their light bulbs come on inside their heads when they have these great ideas of how to do things with the robot or how to build an attachment for the robot. They came up with this design of the robot so that we could get from place A to place B. We kept it as simple as possible so that we could spend most of our time programming rather than building the robot. And some of them just love the building aspect, some of them love the programming aspect. A lot of them really like working on the project. So it's obviously a lot of fun for them, and so that's why I just enjoy doing it, watching them have a lot of fun with it and learning along the way.
Science is really fun, and I heard that it's a part science and a little bit of math, and those are my 2 favorite things in school. 5th and 4th graders can join it, but just make sure you're good in school because they only pick people who are team players.
Really the whole purpose for us is teamwork, knowing that if we win, awesome. If we don't, as long as we gave it our best shot and worked together, that's really what it's all about.
I'm Sierra O'Rourke.
And I'm Donovan Avant.
From the lunchrooms to the hallways, our district support staff impact our young people in so many positive ways. Let's meet a custodian at Cunningham who's making a difference.
I'm Larry Rocket. I'm a custodian here at Cunningham, and I go above and beyond.
Everything he does it with perfection. like this is mine, and I'm proud of what I do, and so he puts his best into it. He'd have those floors shining, and he'll go out of his way to do anything for anybody. He never complains. He's always there. You can call him, and he just does what he does. And so that's just above the responsibilities that he has here in the building.
30 plus years, I know I love, I had to love what I do.
He's always talking to kids. If he see a kid running down the hall, he said, hey, you never hear him say anything, but the kid turns around and they just stop. And they just care about him. They really love him.
I want to be someone that they can look up to, that they can relate to. Maybe I can be that role model for them.
He doesn't only see them at school, he sees them at churches or other places in the community, at the stores and everything else. So it brings that connection.
Working with the staff, the student, and that's what's really keep me inspired. I say to be the best that I can be and be a light to our students.
Thanks for joining us, and
Go Trojans!